Happy Thursday, everybody. I'm Coach Mason Olson, and I'll be leading you through this half-hour total body conditioning workout. We're going to be going 45 seconds on and then a 15-second break, 4 exercises for 5 rounds, and we'll just run through it. But we'll get started with a little warm-up. So I always like to start with getting the shoulders warmed up. So just rotations, starting small, kind of building up a little bit more. Feel that good stretch through the chest and in the shoulders. And then we'll take it backwards. And same thing, kind of starting small, building your way up a little bit. Should feel a pretty good stretch once you get to the bigger circles. All right. Now we're gonna go with our next one. We're gonna do some body weight squats. So we're just gonna keep feet shoulder width apart and going down, and try to keep the arms out and driving up through the heels. Keep that chest out, just getting down to parallel, getting the legs warmed up, and we'll keep going here for a little bit longer. All right, and then we're gonna warm up our hip flexors. So taking one leg out and just trying to focus on that connection, mind-muscle connection. Should feel a pretty good stretch right in here. All right, good job. We'll go to the next other side and just getting everything a little warmed up. This is one of my favorite warm-ups to do. All right, now we're gonna get the heart pumping just a little bit. So kind of a run in place type thing. Just getting moving, getting the body warmed up. All right, good job. We'll keep going here. All right. Now we're gonna move into some jumping jacks. Another option right here, but we'll get started with jumping jacks. Again, this is just a good one to get the body warmed up. All right, we'll get into the workout now. So we're gonna start with alternating lunges. And it's just you're gonna hold your weights here, going down and up. All right, so we'll get started right now. So grabbing your weights, going forward with it, keep that chest out. Drive up through the leg that's forward. Should look a little bit like this. Like I said, try to keep that chest up. Try to keep most of the weight coming up through the front leg. Going at a pace that's challenging for you. And we got about 15 seconds left. Good job, keep it going. All right, we'll get a 15-second break in 3, 2, 1. All right. Next thing we're gonna do is hold our dumbbells. It's gonna be lateral raises into front raises. So it's gonna look like this, and then right into the front raise. Just like that. All right, we'll get started in 3, 2, 1. I like to imagine that I'm pulling up through my elbows, so I keep them a little bent. But coming out to here and straight up into there. Kind of all one motion. Still try to keep that good mind-muscle connection though. Make sure you're pulling up through the shoulders. Good job, keep it going. All right, we got about 15 seconds left. Good job. I like to stand straight up tall. All right, we'll get a break here in 3, 2, 1. All right. Next thing we're gonna do is what I call donkey kicks, but we're gonna be on all fours like this and drive it up through the hips, point the sole of your foot at the ceiling. And we'll get started in 3, 2, 1. So it should look like this. Really try to keep your body in line. And when you go up, drive up through your glutes. Good job, keep it going. You should feel a pretty good squeeze at the top, kind of right there. Your legs should almost be parallel with your body. Try to drive those legs straight back. Don't go out to the side. All right, we got about 10 seconds left. Like I said, make sure you keep driving that leg just straight back. And we'll get a break here in 3, 2, 1. All right, next thing we're gonna do will be plank rows with a push-up. So we'll have dumbbells out in front of you like this. And we'll go alternating and then into a push-up. All right, we're gonna start it here in 3, 2, 1. So right here, I like to imagine I'm pulling the weight up to kind of my belly button area and feel a good squeeze in the back. Another option for this is keeping your knees on the ground and pulling up, same way, and then a push-up. But I would like I said, make sure you're pulling kind of up towards the middle, keeping that back straight, down into a push-up. Right here, feel that good pull up in the back, and then a push-up. All right, we'll get a break in 3, 2, 1. Next thing we're gonna do is 45 seconds of high knees. And we'll get that started here soon. We'll go 45 seconds in 3, 2, 1. All right, so starting with the high knees. Get that blood pumping. Should really get the heart rate elevated. Try to pull your knees up, kind of close to right above your hips. All right, good job, keep it going. After this, we'll get another 15-second break and go through the top again. All right, 15 more seconds. Good job, keep it up. Try to swing the arms, might help a little bit. All right, we'll get a break in 3, 2, 1. All right, we'll get that 15 seconds. And we'll go right back into the alternating lunges again. So have your dumbbells ready. And we'll get going here in 3, 2, 1. All right, when I go down, I like to just tap my knee, my back knee on the ground, and then come up. Good job. Like I said, keep that chest out. Keep those weights by your side. And just tapping that knee and coming up. Good job. All right, we got about 15 seconds left here. Like I said, I like to drive up through that front leg and then step back. All right, we'll get a break here in 3, 2, 1. All right, and next thing we're going into the lateral raises and then into the front raise. And like I said, make sure you focus on pulling up through the shoulders. We'll get started here in 3, 2, 1. We'll stand up tall, right up through here. You should be going almost straight out and up. Taking it just above your shoulders to feel that good squeeze. And like I said, I like to keep my arms bent just a little bit and act like I'm pulling up through the shoulders. Good job, we got about 15 seconds left. I like to let it pause at the bottom just a little bit, so I make sure that I reset myself and pull up through the shoulders. All right, we'll get a break in 3, 2, 1. Next thing, we're going back into the donkey kicks. So have our hands underneath our shoulders, knees underneath our hips, and we'll get going with that in 3, 2, 1. So straight up and back, kind of legs parallel with your body, and pointing that foot up towards the ceiling. Good job. Make sure you're driving up through the glutes. Keeping those legs bent. Another option is right here and straight up. Just put it straight out and then go up a little bit. But you should feel that good stretch in the glutes. Good job, about 10 more seconds. Make sure you keep putting the feet straight out. All right, we'll get a break in 3, 2, 1. Next thing, we'll go back into the plank and rows with a push-up. So again, I like to keep my hands kind of maybe a little bit outside of my shoulder width. And we'll get going in 3, 2, 1. So a plank, pull up to kind of the belly button area, and then down into a push-up. Another option is from the knees. So pulling up towards that middle and push up. And I like to hold that squeeze in the back just a little bit before going down into the push-up. Make sure you keep your body in a straight line. Pulling up and down into the push-up. Got about 5 seconds left. We'll get that break in 3, 2, 1. And the next thing we're gonna do is called Russian twists. So you're gonna have your feet elevated, sitting on your butt. Should look a little bit like this. And go side to side, touching the ground. In 3, 2, 1. So touching there, come to the other side. Another option, you can keep your feet on the ground and lean a little bit more forward. But you kind of want to be shaped like a V. And you just want to keep touching side to side. Focus on pulling up through that core. Good job, about halfway done. Go at a pace that's challenging for you. Got about 15 seconds. Make sure you really keep getting that rotation in. All right, we'll get a break here in 3, 2, 1. All right. Next thing we're gonna go into is the alternating lunges. Back from the top. Like, be ready with your dumbbells. We'll get going here in 3, 2, 1. So like I said, get that good forward and come back. Tap the knee, come up and come back. All the while keeping your chest out, really driving up through that front leg. Good job, keep it going. Try to keep your head straight forward, keep that spine aligned. Good job, keep it up, keep it up. All right, we got about 10 seconds left. Make sure you're driving up through that front leg. And we'll get a break here in 3, 2, 1. All right, you can set your dumbbells down. And we'll pick them up again here soon and go into the lateral raises and front raises. And we'll get that started here in 3, 2, 1. Shoulders or elbows bent a little bit on the lateral raises. Maybe hold it there for a little squeeze. Come back down. Make sure you're really pulling up through the shoulders. Make sure you keep the back straight. Don't want to be bent over. Good job. Keep it going. About halfway done. And we'll go out, down, and come back up with it. Like I said, keeping those elbows bent a little bit, acting like you're pulling up through the shoulders or through the, like pulling up through your elbows. Got about 5 seconds left. And we'll get that break in 3, 2, 1. And then next thing we're gonna do is back into the donkey kicks. So on all fours, really trying to drive up through the glutes, keeping that back straight. We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1. We're right there, pointing that sole of the foot up to the ceiling. Driving up through the glutes. Taking your legs straight back, trying to keep your body in a line. And when you go up, maybe hold that for a second right there and come back down. Feels a really good mind-muscle connection with it. All right, we got about 15 seconds. Keep on going. Should feel pretty good through the glutes. A good squeeze. All right, we're gonna get that break in 3, 2, 1. All right, next thing we'll do again is the plank with the rows, and then into a push-up. So again, there's 2 options for this one. From your feet or down on the knees. And we'll get started here in 3, 2, 1. Pulling up to that middle. Make sure you're pulling with your back and down into that push-up. I like to imagine that I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together on this part. Good job, keep it going. Like I said, the other option is from the knees, pulling up and down into that push-up. All right, got about 15 seconds. Try and keep that back flat. Engage that core. All right, good job. Get that break in 3, 2, 1. Next thing we're gonna do is back into the high knees. Really make sure you're getting them up to right there. And we'll get that going here in 3, 2, 1. So it should just look a little like this. Just keep driving the knees up. I like to imagine I put my hands out, kind of just straight out at the elbows and touch them every time. Another option, just keep it going. You can go right here. Just make sure you keep on moving. Good job, keep it going. Trying to drive the knees straight up and just keep on going with it. All right, we got about 10 seconds. Finish strong here. All right, we'll get that break here in 3, 2, 1. All right, good job. We're gonna go into the alternating lunges again. So have your weights ready. We'll get going here pretty soon. All right, we'll get started with them in 3, 2, 1. Really focus on keeping that chest out. Driving up through that front leg, then take that step back, reset yourself. Good job, keep it going. Just right there, drive up through that front leg. Keeping that back knee, just tap it on the ground and come back up. Good job, keep it going. All right, we got about 15 seconds. Really focus on keeping that chest up. And we'll get that break here in 3, 2, 1. All right, good job. Next thing, lateral raises into the front raise. Grab a drink of water if you need it. And we'll get started here in 3, 2, 1. So keep the elbows bent a little bit, coming up into that front raise. Should be pulling kind of straight up to the side and up. Trying to get just a little bit higher than your shoulders on each movement. Should look a little like this. Just make sure you keep pulling up through your shoulders. Good job, keep it up. Got about 15 seconds. Like I said, I kind of like to reset myself and then go up. We'll get that break in 3, 2, 1. All right, next movement, donkey kicks again. So on all fours and drive up through those glutes. And we'll get it going here in 3, 2, 1. So keeping that body alive, driving up through the glutes. Point that sole to the top. And just keep on driving up. Make sure you get that good squeeze. Really focus on taking that leg straight back. while all the time keeping your body aligned. Good job, about halfway done with it. Keep on going and finish strong. All right, 15 seconds. Like I said, you should really feel that good squeeze right at the top of it and let it down controlled. All right, we'll get that break in 3, 2, 1. All right, next thing we're doing, the plank and rows with the push-up. So the grip, just a little bit outside of shoulder width probably. And when you pull up, kind of focus on squeezing that shoulder blade. We'll get going in 3, 2, 1. So pulling up towards the middle of your abdomen, and then down, push up. Make sure you're going all the way down. And the other option for this, like I said, is from the knees, really focus on that squeeze and pull up, and down into the push-up. Like I said, I like to try to pull it to about right here. I think that gets the best squeeze, and just focus on that pull. And like I said, the whole time, keep that core engaged. And we'll get that break in 3, 2, 1. Next thing we're doing, we're going back into the Russian twists. So you can use a weight if you want. And you start here, kind of looking like a V, and you're touching the ground. All right, we'll get started in 3, 2, 1. Touch that ground, pull up through the core and touch the other side. Trying to keep your hands close to your body so you get that good twist in. Like I said, the other option, keep the feet on the ground, maybe sit up a little bit more, and still try to touch the ground. Good job, about halfway done. Keep on going. All right, keep it going. Focus on squeezing that core. Make sure it's engaged. Got about 5 seconds left. We'll get that break in 3, 2, 1. All right, this is our last set. We're gonna start with lunges and then finish with plank and rows with the push-up. All right, good job, guys. All right, we'll get started in 3, 2, 1. Like I said, push up through that front leg and step back. Try to keep that chest out the whole time. And come up. Just try to tap that back knee. Finish this one strong, guys. All right. About halfway done. Keep on going with it. Make sure you keep those weights at the side. Stepping up through that front leg. Good job, good job. You got about 10 seconds left. All right, we'll get that break in 3, 2, 1. Next thing we're gonna do is the lateral raises into the front raises. Finish this one strong, guys. Here we go. We got about 5 seconds. All right, we'll get going with it here in 3, 2, 1. Elbows bent a little bit, pulling up through those shoulders. Good job. If you want to feel a little squeeze, try to hold it at the top. And hold it at the top there too. I like to reset myself to make sure I get that good squeeze in. Good job. About halfway done. Finish it strong. Trying to pull up just a little bit above the shoulders. You want the weights just a little above the shoulders. All right, keep it going, guys. 10 seconds. And like I said, trying to keep that back aligned, up tall. And we'll get that break in 3, 2, 1. All right, next movement, the donkey kicks again. So we're gonna start on all fours and drive up through the glutes, a little bit of the hamstrings. We'll get that started in 3, 2, 1. So hands under the shoulders, knees kind of under your hips. Driving that leg straight back and up. You want that foot pointing towards the ceiling, sole of your foot. Good job. Feel that little squeeze at the top again. Maybe hold it for half second to a second. Just to feel that good squeeze. Make sure you keep driving it straight back. Keep that core engaged. All right, we got about 15 seconds. Finish it strong. Try to keep that back flat. Really pushing up through the glutes. All right, 5 seconds. Then we'll get that break here in 3, 2, 1. All right, now we're gonna finish our workout with the plank and rows with the push-up. So I said there's the 2 options. You can do it from your feet up or knees down. But we'll get started in 3, 2, 1. All right, start with the pull. Pulling it kind of below your chest. All right, good job, guys. Keep it going. Finish this strong. It's our last thing we're going to do before a cool down. The other option is from the knees. Pulling up, feeling that good squeeze. And down. Make sure you keep that core engaged no matter what style you're doing. Good job. Got about 10 seconds left. And then we'll go into a cool down. All right. We'll get that cool down in 3, 2, 1. Good job, guys. All right. So for our cool down today, we're going to try to stretch out shoulders and legs and everything in between. So we'll get started. We'll put our arm like this over his shoulder or over our head. Grab it with the other arm. I'm going to adjust that, but keep holding that pose. Just right here. All right, now we'll go to the other side. Really feel that good stretch in your lats and your shoulders. Good job. All right, now we're going to go down and stretch out our legs a little bit. So we're going to put them a little bit wider than shoulder width. And we'll reach down, bending at the hips, not rounding the back out too much. Kind of reach for the toes. Should feel that good stretch in the hamstrings and the glutes. All right, good job. We'll go to the other side. And we'll keep holding that, like I said again, bending at the hips, keeping that back flat. All right, good job. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to lay on our backs. And we're going to be pulling our knees up to our chest. So laying flat on our backs, grabbing the knee right here, right below the knee, and just pulling it up to the chest. You can kind of work it around a little bit, stretch out whatever parts you need, and keep that hold. And good job. We'll go to the other side. Like I said, just keep pulling up through the chest or towards your chest. Should feel a pretty good stretch. All right, good job. We'll do one more before we go. All right, we're gonna stand up and we're gonna grab our feet here and kind of flex the glutes a little bit, and it should feel a pretty good stretch through the quads in the front. Just hold that, grab a wall if you need to, and just keep that hold. All right, now we'll go to the other side. And same thing, just grabbing your foot, kind of flexing a little bit, and it should feel a pretty good stretch through the quads. All right, good job, guys. All right, and we're done there. And like I said, I'm Coach Mason, and thank you for joining this 30-minute total body conditioning workout. I hope to see you guys next Thursday. Thank you.